My point. I wasn't even going to finish it until Anonymous said he's interested in hearing what I had to say. So about LeBron James, I think I was saying when a team is faltering that much and they have the number one player, arguably ever, um, I think it's kind of it's kind. Okay, you have to look at it in two ways. You have to look at it like this. You have to go, are they playing us? Are they doing all this stuff with Ty Lue? Like, is this a frenemy type of thing? You know what I mean? Is it a relationship? Is it a relationship that they're scripting? And I don't mean that in to placate anybody's um like to placate the fans to the point where it's just all a bunch of hooey, like there's nothing serious going on. I don't mean it like that. But is this a fallout that we should be worried about for those who say that Cleveland's going to go all the way? Now, you have when you talk about LeBron James, you're talking about the most influential player in the game right now for the last, what, 13, 14 years? He's been either the most influential or close to it. Once Kobe got out of the game and a couple other players, but LeBron Brown is pretty much the most influential player right now. So when you look at the news on LeBron, you don't just say, okay, this is just flight by night news. No, there's revenue attached to that. All right. So they're saying that Crowder's not playing good. How many of you have seen an excerpt on Crowder? You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen one. Isaiah Thomas, he's got a little bit more notoriety. You see one excerpt on Isaiah Thomas, but you hear people talking about him. You see what I mean? LeBron James, look, they even went to him and they said, "You told us," and he's talking about the media. He said, "You told us if something says is said about you, come to you." So as a fan, when I see stuff like this, I start to say we could be getting played just for media hype. We could be getting sucked into the revenue stream just so we can have eyeballs on what's going on. But this whole thing could just be a farce. It could be a farce. And it's simply because LeBron James isn't an average player. This is somebody who can take over a whole game. But they're trying to make it seem like, he's just old and done. He's ready to go. Listen, Brown may be ready to go, but he openly said, I'm not going nowhere this year. That tells me that he's about to really do something. He's about to start turning up. And you got to understand what time of the year it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know when the championships are, a couple months from now. Like, I, I can, I can go out on a limb and say they're going to start swinging away. It's just going to be crazy what they're going to start doing. This team is going to start having a cohesiveness that is not being shown right now. If you look at what Brady and them did, it's kind of what they did in game number 2 and 3, where they got beat by the Chiefs and they got beat by Miami. They got beat by Miami and the Chiefs, and then after that, they didn't get beaten till the end of the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna start seeing LeBron and them get it together. This whole thing with Ty Lue isn't going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? He's not going anywhere. And I think Uzi Bang, he was like, I choose them, and he had a interesting reason for choosing them. Let's see if I can read it. But I want to read Anonymous's comment first. It said, "Tone your video cut off before you were finishing before you finished your point. Hopefully, you make another video to discuss the Cavs. I'm interested in what you had to say." So this is for you, Anonymous. But Uzi Bang. My reason is Braun and Coach Sabian wins all the time, just like it's been a while since MVP won the Super Bowl. OKC versus Cavs in 6. So he's basically saying that he's saying the same thing I am. He's saying this is all a farce. This is all a hullabaloo that we get sucked into in order to put eyes on the prize. You guys, you got to understand that the ratings for a lot of these games are going down because it's been so mundane. If I get cut off again, if you guys want to hear more, I'll keep talking about it because it's just been so. We know who's going to win. The same teams go to the championship all the time. That type of thing. So they're adding drama. To me, they're adding drama to it. But like I said, if this team really wanted to step it up, even though they're a bunch of old guys, there's no doubt in my God fearing mind that LeBron James could turn into an animal right about now. Lastly, what I want to say about this is do I think he's going to leave the Cavs? Absolutely. And I forgot who it was, but we were talking about this last year LeBron going to New York. Listen, I'm going to say it again. I think LeBron is going to end up in New York, and I think he's going to end up playing with dude who just came out of New York, Carmelo Anthony, because he's not having a good time in OKC. And I look, I'm telling you, look, I'm ready to bet a bag of penny candy on this because I believe that LeBron's going to end up in New York. I just do. And I think that when he goes there, he's going to have an all-star squad that's going to follow him. And within 2 years, they're going to win a championship. And that's just the way it's going to be. He's going to get exactly what he wants when he wants it. That's why I think all this is nonsense. When you looked at the contracts that LeBron helped his teammates get, including Kyrie Irving, you know what I'm saying, J.R. Smith, if you looked at all of what he did for them, for the teammates, he pretty much went to the coaches and the GMs and he said, "You want me here? Fine. You don't want me to play in Miami and win another one in Miami? Because I can go do that. Fine. Here's what I want." And they gave him exactly what he wanted. So I'm not convinced that they're playing like crap on purpose. I'm just not. If they go to the playoffs and don't win anything in the playoffs or get shut down in the first round, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But anonymous, I'm just saying this. There's more to it. I think it's smoke and mirrors. I think there's more to it, and I don't know exactly when the championship games are, but about right before playoff time is gonna come. You're gonna see them ramp up and just they're gonna be on a winning streak like they were at the beginning of the year. They're going to be on a winning streak. And this whole thing about being on national television, I'm not buying that, LeBron. Bron, come on, bro. We from the same side of town. We from the same city. We know the deal, bro. It's not gonna happen. We not doing that. We not doing that at all. So that's what I think about it. And thank you guys once again for listening. Don't forget, get yourself saved, you guys. God is the only one who has a major love and interest in your life and your soul. So get yourself saved, get your family saved, get around a group of praying people who strongly believe in the Lord because He's not going to give you smoke and mirrors like this. It's your boy Tone 202. And don't forget, don't eat that gum and cheese. Gum and cheese!